Welcome back to another episode of 40 Facts About the 40K Universe. I am your host, Gershwan, and you were watching One Mind Syndicate. Today we talk about the sectors of the Imperium as we answer the question, is all of the Imperium horrible and grimdark? The answer is no, not necessarily. There are certain sectors, like the Terminus sector that we're going to talk about today, that are actually pretty okay. The planets are, yes, there's war, but not as crazy as the wider Imperium. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. We post Warhammer 40K content every single day, and if you have any suggestions, of course, comment down below. But with that said, let's get into 40 facts on the Terminus sector. Terminus is often the first developed system a vessel traveling to Ascalon encounters, and is a prosperous center of trade. The system is host to half a dozen settled worlds, ranging from Terminus Prime, a densely settled planet, home to numerous mercantile concerns, to Terminus Exo, a paradise world, given over to the leisure of the most privileged scions of those same trading houses. These worlds are protected by a sizable system defense fleet, as well as a superbly trained and equipped planetary army, all paid for by the combined profits of the great houses. The numerous factions of Terminus, from rogue trader dynasties to navigator clans, have all gained their staggering wealth by investing in a range of trade and exploitation endeavors, both within the sector and without. For countless centuries, they have dominated the internal markets, in particular, those relating to the supply of produce from the sector's agri-worlds to its hive worlds. When warp conditions have allowed it, these great houses have invested heavily in trans-sector shipping. At other times, the great houses have backed rogue traders seeking to penetrate the largely uncharted void beyond the sector's trailing borders, though these endeavors have become increasingly risky in recent decades. Terminus Prime is a world of gleaming oceans and low-rolling grasslands, many of the latter turned over to the production of Amasac, a popular amongst the sector's aristocrats. Its population is spread out between several hundred cities and countless smaller settlements, each the exclusive preserve of one of the great houses. In times long past, it is said that the cities made war upon one another, but did so in a highly ritualized manner according to a massive canon of law. In recent centuries, however, the city's rulers fight according to no law but their own, for the golden age of prosperity is long gone, never to return. While outwardly all is well, behind the faded curtains is hidden treachery. Millennia of riches has led to stagnation, and where in the past Terminus daringly backed many ventures of high risk, which often resulted in higher rewards, it now refrains from any but assured prospects. Meanwhile, the aggressive Greater Ascalon trade combine of Port Aquila has become more powerful and dominated many trade routes and markets. Many Terminus trading houses are now empty shells, their treasure chambers draining away in the foppish pursuit. With so much of the planet's wealth speeding away, a great many of its cities have slipped into stately dilapidation. Delicate bridges have collapsed into once pristine canals, and the copper domes of the greater palaces are now tarnished and weathered. The houses have begun turning on each other, none risking outright war, but eagerly sponsoring poisoning, assassinations, and other less violent means to control the little they can. Many of the gilded cities are ruled over not by the head of the great house, but by whatever lesser relation is left alive after the latest attack. Despite the decline of the great houses, the Ursa Navigator clan maintains a significant presence, as do several rogue traders, including the ancient Anzafor dynasty. However, the ebbings of the power of the mercantile interest have allowed others, including the Surena dynasty, the hated enemies of the Azan IV, the opportunity to prosper. In the wake of their last devastating war that wrecked the sector many years ago, both dynasties have entered a truce of penance, as each repays Juno for its sins. Still, the peace is uneasy, and their balance of power shifts daily. From the sidelines, the Ursa clan watches carefully, exploiting the opportunities that both dynasties create, while skirting open hostility with either. And those were 40 facts on the Terminus system. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope it shows you that not everything in Warhammer 40K is like absolutely horrible war. The Terminus sector is full of planets that while yes, they do have like secretive wars, they do have sometimes open war, it's not as devastating as the wider Imperium. It's more like Earth of today's time, where yes, we have wars going around or going on in different parts of the world, but you also have, you know, really successful places like Europe, America, Canada, places in Latin America that are still doing fine, places in Asia that are doing absolutely fine, them Koreans. But if you guys have any other suggestions of any topics of Warhammer 40K, South Koreans, just to clarify. If you guys have any other suggestions, comment down below. We'll create a video for you guys. And yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, share it with your friends. If not, then hit the dislike button, I guess. Thanks for everything, guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. This is Gersh1 with One Mind Syndicate signing out.
Always used to put my freedom first, and then